Today I'm finishing up a rain barrel that's a successor to a double 55-gallon drum rain barrel that I'd made about 20 years ago by welding one barrel on top of another and breaking out the steel in between the top barrel and the bottom barrel. This time I got a couple of different kinds of barrel. They don't have tops, and they're top to top, stacked that way and then sealed with silicone. It can't be too thin an application of silicone because that I guess about 3.5 feet or 4 feet makes about 2 psi at the seam, so it needs to be a pretty good seal, but that's not hard to achieve. But anyway, I'll take you around here to look at the outlet, which is something that is just a commercially available rain barrel valve. And that's easy to make that hole and put that in while you have the barrel apart. You've got a whole top of a barrel to make access. I think I made that hole with sort of a knockout punch set, but I think you can also do it with a set of snips. So these here are, I think they're called G clamps, and they're for HVAC flange connections. And they're inexpensive. I think a set of 6 costs about $10. The whole rain barrel assembly here will cost about $100 because each barrel cost me, I think, $25. And then I've got those clamps, a little bit of silicone, and climbing the ladder here. And then this piece of zinc anode thing that I'm hoping will keep the whole thing from rusting out, because although these barrels are new, they've been dented around a little bit on the outside, so that left places on the inside that are imperfect or where there's not much paint. So I expect with the zinc anode, I expect this thing to last as long as I do. So this here is a PVC assembly that I put together and screwed into what was the top of the old rain barrel, and you can see how kind of rusty and everything it was. The downspout here is correspondingly rusty, and the downspout got rusty like that, I think, because it was sitting, the whole barrel was sitting full sometimes for maybe weeks or whatever. I mostly use this rain barrel for filling up sort of water cans and filling a small trough for ducks to swim around in. And so anyway, this the gray PVC piece you see is I think a 2.5-inch flange fitting, and that was put in while the barrels were still apart, and the hole was made with a set of snips. On the top of this barrel, because it's concave, I drilled some small holes to let water drip into the barrel, and depending, because it's not going to be perfectly level up here, so I've got them sort of distributed. So what I'm going to do now is, because this Chudang zinc anode with a stainless steel cord does fit in that 2.5-inch fitting, I'm just going to sort of drop it in there until it hits bottom. And then to make this whole thing work, I'm going to attach it to the barrel to make sure it has an electrical connection up here. I don't know if this was important to do, but let's see. I'm going to thread the cable through the fitting before I screw it on. There's plenty of cable, so I made a loop on the end that I'm going to put around the fitting here, and I hope the loop is big enough so it doesn't, so it never drops in there. So I'm tightening this thing up, and of course it doesn't have to be watertight. It's just when it's stable. When this whole thing is empty, the downspout kind of keeps the whole thing. It helps keep it from blowing over. Another thing I've done in the past is put a little caulk around the bottom of the barrel, holding it onto the concrete-filled tread of a tire down at the bottom, which has been a good thing, I think, because it brings the valve a little bit off the ground, and I don't know, provides a place you can stack this whole assembly onto. So let's see, I'm going to, I guess, first put this loop around the one hand. So okay, all right. Well, this is, yeah, okay. Maybe it's not ideal, but anyway, I kind of have drilled this. I used a self-tapping screw to make a grounding point at the top of the barrel, and since I'm having trouble holding the phone, I'm just going to show you. You know, you can see what that would look like, and that's all I've got for you here.